Can you fast track your student visa processing so you don't miss your intake? If this is your concern, hear this out. Yes, you can. What are the possible ways? First thing, very important, submit a decision ready application. If your application is decision ready, then the officer has everything the officer needs to take a decision there and then. If not, they would ask for more information. The application would be put on hold, go back to the queue, and longer processing times. We get this question all the time. What is decision ready application? Few examples. If you're showing funds, very clear evidence of where are the funds from, where did they originate from, are these genuine funds? If you have funds which are held overseas and you are here in New Zealand, how will you access those funds held overseas? Will these funds be genuinely available for your use? It could be anything. It could mean that you have to submit 3 months bank statement. It could also mean that you may have to submit your tax documents or the relationship certificate or a bank card you can use to access. It could be anything, depend on what is being shown in the application, but just making sure that whatever questions the officer has when he looks at your documents, the answers are right there. That's what is decision ready application. On other aspects, if you're doing a course which is a bit different from your previous academics or not really related to what you are working here as, or you're dropping your level of studies from what you've done previously, what is decision ready? Just making sure that your statement of purpose, the evidence in your application confirm the reason why the need to study now, why change the course, why drop in level, what was the need to do it now, how will it benefit you, what are your long-term plans. So if the officer opens the application and can get the answers for all these questions, it is a decision ready, and they can go ahead and approve the application, decide the application there and then. So that's what it is. A few other things, just mandatory requirements all being there. So if you have a fees receipt already submitted with the student visa, just making sure that your bank statements are dated post the fees receipt has been issued, so the officer doesn't have concerns on whether you've used the same funds and paid the fees and now you have less evidence available for the funds. Other things, just making sure you declare all your declines of previous visa with your immigration history, or if you had a decline, making sure you submit your decline letter so the officer knows the reason for a decline. They don't have to ask various other immigration departments or embassies to get more information. If you are studying some other country and now you've decided to come here, just letting them know what was your plan then, why did it change. Just thinking holistically is what we call a decision, and submitting evidence thereafter is what we call decision ready application. Just putting yourself in the officer's space and then seeing what could be the concerns, what will be the questions, what can I give to answer everything, so there is no need for the officer to come back and ask for more. That's what is a decision ready application. If the application is decision ready, the decisions can be fast tracked. So that's the first thing. If not, and if the processing takes a bit longer, the other option definitely is to request for an escalation. If your application processing has moved or past the time frames Immigration New Zealand is following, definitely a request can be made on the escalation and requested for the application to be prioritized. But that can take a bit longer. More important to submit a decision ready application. If you have an intake very soon and you do not know what is a decision ready application and you need information, please feel free to connect with us and we'll be happy to provide answers. Thank you.